So editing Della, I didn't even do an introduction, so I am so sorry, but hello, welcome. Today is day 27, 100 days of stocking something in my pantry. And today we did apple butter. But it is wonderful, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Alright everyone, so I'm sure it's an operator error, but I can't figure out this apple core machine, like for the peeling and the coring, so I'm just going to do all of the peeling and then I'll go back and do all of the coring. Alright, I want to go ahead and show you how I'm finding this to work. Maybe if you guys have the same problem, then you'll know. But mine is different because I have it up above, because it's the only place I could do it, and it's still shaky. So, but I want to go ahead and show you how I have found it instead of doing an assembly line situation. Bigger apples are definitely harder. We take our apple.
I did it!
Good job! Take our apple, push it all the way in. We're gonna hold it because that's what we do. Go, go, go. I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna hold it kind of right here. Actually, let's bring this one up a little.
There's even a little piece.
This is a smaller one. Alright, now we're just gonna kind of hold it. Let it take a few passes. Now, finish it off. So far, this is the best way I have found. Take the core out, pull it back, put it on. Oh, I think that'll be about right. Okay, so hold it, and let it take a few passes, a few swipes in it. And if I'm doing this wrong and you guys know a better way, please let me know. Because it's a struggle. If I'm being completely honest. And I can't do it on my table, so if you guys have that suggestion, that won't work. I might just have to get like a makeshift table just for stuff like this. And it would help with my pasta making too. Okay, so it's been going for about maybe an hour, but I totally forgot to tell you, I put water about halfway with my apples, and then I'm also kind of loosely following the preserving book again for the ball, and then I'm also following another lady's recipe very loosely, like it's not even close. It's just an idea. It's just giving me a heads up, an idea, and this is what I've put in. I've kind of combined in a few recipes. Let's see, I have like 4 teaspoons of cinnamon, I believe, 1.5 teaspoons of ground ginger, 3 teaspoons of ground cloves, I believe, some salt, just like a couple pinches of salt. I mean, I should have done this as I was doing it. What else did I put in? Nutmeg, I have like 2 or 3 teaspoons in here. I have about 12 pounds of apples, 11 to 12. And then I also put in 6 tablespoons, no, 6.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. So, and now I'm just gonna cook it, let it cook down until it's like the consistency I kind of want. And let it do its thing. Okay, so now I'm going to do something with the blender. Got my blender here, and because this is a hot liquid, I am not filling it all the way up to the top. I'm just gonna fill it about half or a quarter way, and I'm just gonna blend it each time, and then I'm gonna pour it into my pressure canner just as a place for holding. Like, it's not gonna stay there. I'm only putting it there because it's big and I can put a whole bunch of liquid into it at one time than having a whole bunch of little bowls. Plus, my sink is completely full. I've already done a load today. When you cook at home, all your meals, you gotta do a lot of dishes. Like, it's the worst part about cooking at home. I'm using just a mug here. I like this, the handle on it. You get quite a bit.
What are you making for? What are you making?
Remember the apple butter? I say that's good. Oop, that's not what I wanted. So I'm missing a little piece here for my blender. But I'm just gonna place this on top so it won't hurt me if it comes out.
You are making a mess.
Hold on, buddy. Not yet. Not yet. I'll let you know when, but I don't want you burning me, okay? All right, go for it. In the middle of it. There you go.
Yeah, I only parked.
Pour this into here.
There's something over there.
You said it was heavy. Ah.
It is heavy, and you're getting your headphones in it. Do you need help?
I need you to turn that. There we go.
You're so good to me.
Reminds me of gravy, but I know it's not as good.
It's better.
You only say that because you're a hummingbird and it's sweet.
Alright everyone, I changed into PJs. I went ahead and I put my jars in here, and I'm going to bring my water up to a boil. These I'm only going to process for 10 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and let these boil for 10 minutes. You don't necessarily have to. So whether you are water bath canning or pressure canning, if it is 10 minutes or more, you do not have to boil to sanitize your jars. I'm going to go ahead and let mine boil a little bit, just because I'd rather be on the safe side. So I've already used, these are brand new fresh jars. I've already washed them with hot soapy water, and then I put them, after I rinsed them, I put them directly into my canner. This is what my apple butter looks like. You can have it thicker, you can have it more applesauce consistency if you like, whenever I show you. This is just how my husband likes his. So, I'm good anyway, to be honest. Let me bring you in. Ooh, turn that down. I'm gonna guess one of my kids turned this up, because whew, I need to make sure that this is still good. Yeah, so this is really good. I honestly put too much water in here, so it definitely took longer for it to go down to the consistency we want. But we got it taken care of. Even though it's a little hot in there, that'll be okay. Like I said, you can have it thicker, you can have it runnier, more an applesauce consistency. It really, the choice is yours. And whenever you season it, again, just like any other canning, the seasonings itself is up to you and how much you want that flavor to be. So don't feel like you have to go off an exact recipe. Now, your water bath canning, your lemon juice should be the way it should. Like, don't go away from that because of the, how I want to word this, because of the acidicness you need, the pH you need in that jars. The lemon juice makes that safe. So yeah, I'm just waiting and I'm gonna get everything ready. I'm gonna put dinner away, maybe do a few dishes while I'm waiting for the water to boil. Make sure I got everything ready. Other than that, I'll catch you guys in a minute. So I've really liked it this way that I did last time, and so I for sure wanted to let any of you guys know, if you've only watched a few of my other videos or at none at all, a really, really good way to do this. So I just got a measuring cup. You could use a regular cup, it don't matter. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a lid like this, and then the exact same goes like this. And you see how there's a gap in between the two? That's gonna help it whenever you try and get your lids out. It's gonna help them not to stick, and then you don't have to fight for it. And so the next one, you're gonna put both of them together. So we're just gonna go back and forth. Pretty simple. So I mean, anybody who knows getting these out just by themselves without any water can be pretty tricky. So if you look, there are spaces in between each one of them. Then I'm going to put it in my jar. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take some of the water that is in my water bath canner. I put extra in there so I could, because it's not boiling, but it is warm, it's hot. And all you're going to want to do is make sure that that rim, the rubber piece, is softened. You don't want it to, you don't want to destroy that rubber gasket, that rubber part on your lid, by boiling the water. Just soften it to get a good seal. I also wanted to show you guys a little trick and tip, especially if you are new to canning, and all of these steps can get really, really mixed up in your head. So you can also place it in the order that you need to. I read left from right, so that's what just works for me. If it works better for you, right to left, go for it. The first, you're gonna grab these for your jars, your tongs, if you've had them sitting in something hot. Next, you're gonna put your funnel over your jar. Ladle your stuff into your jar. You're gonna debubble and measure your headspace. Oh goodness. You're gonna use a clean cloth to clean off your rims of your jars. You're gonna get your magnet stick right next to your lids, and then your clean rings, and boom, 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 boom. It's an assembly line, it's a factory line. It makes it way easier to just grab what you need and go. And it even helps even if you are seasoned in canning, especially if you're doing like big batches, and then that way you can just go boom, 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 boom. You're not searching and looking, you're just setting it down, moving on to the next thing, and then once that next round comes along again, boom, you pick up your next thing, and it works amazing. So I'm gonna do it that way so I can show you guys a little tip and trick just in case you need it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna ladle all of this in. I just wanted to let you know I'm gonna do a 1/4 of an inch headspace. You can measure it on your measurer. And if you don't, it is roughly the middle of where this first ring is, like this first lip. So like if I take mine, it's about right here, right where that starts tapering. But it will go all the way down because it is obviously threads. So that's just kind of a rough estimate. I didn't break, I didn't do anything. No damage done. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and ladle these in. Levi, you need to go to bed.
What's your turn? What's your turkey? Make a potato roll. With the cover, Bobby.
Yep, I'm making a video and you need to go to bed. Take my debubbler and debubble them. I'm gonna put my rag in there. I'm gonna clean these rings off really good. That way you can have a really good seal. You don't want any food particles on these rims. So this is why we also check them. This is a brand new jar and it is dented up in here. So I'm actually going to have to put all of the stuff that I have in this jar and I'm going to have to put it in a new one. And now we're going to find a dry part of our towel and we're going to dry them off. Alright, now I'm going to take my little lid lifter, take our clean rings, fingertip tight. A good way is to just kind of, if you can't go anymore, don't continue. We don't want to crank, because we don't want our lids to buckle under pressure. Now we're gonna go ahead and put these in the canner. Don't mind my dinner, I've literally just put that away. But we're gonna put this down to medium-high heat. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna lower them in. And you want your water to be about 1 inch above your jars. I slowly do it. 1, less risk of breaking your jars, and 2, if you put them in really fast, all that hot water will come up and splash you and it could hurt you, burn you. So I think I have a little bit more than 1 inch. My depth perception is so bad, so I like to just see. Nah, that's perfect. See, I would have taken some out and I didn't need to. So we're gonna put this over, and when it starts coming to a boil, that is when we are gonna start our time for 10 minutes. Alright, so my timer just went off for 10 minutes. All I'm gonna do is turn it off. And take off the lid. Alright guys, it has been 5 minutes. I guess I should let you. So I'm just gonna take some pot holders. Lift them out of the jar, well, the canner, and I'm gonna go ahead and place these over here. I have 14 half pint jars that I canned. Here I have, it would have been 8 pint jars, half pint jars, so 8 half pint jars here. So I put 2 cups in each Ziploc bag. So I have 4 Ziploc bags that will go in the freezer, and then 1 half pint that will go in the fridge tonight. I was thinking about canning these, but I decided not to. Now I'm just gonna wait 12 to 24 hours, and I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna tap them, and if they have like a pinging noise, as if like you would open another jar at the store, like a pop pop noise, like that. This is the noise. This was going in my fridge, that's why I can do this. That's no good. It's still good to eat. Like, you could put that in your fridge, or you can retry again the next day. It's fine. But those can't go on your shelf. So, and take the rings off, because it can create a false seal. Ask me how I know. It could be down in your pantry. You had an amazing seal whenever it started, and then the humidity and temperatures all fluctuate, and your seal pops open, but it continues to reseal because of the ring. So just a heads up there, that could create a false seal as well. If you don't have a canner like this, that is perfectly fine. You can still water bath. Should have mentioned this in the beginning. So you have contain any pot that'll cover your jars 1 inch above the actual jar with water. Also, you're going to want a rack, and if you don't have a rack at all, you can even use your pressure canner racks if you only have that, and you can even use your pressure canner. If you don't have that, you can use your rings, and you can use like a zip tie or string or something. Put these together and then put it underneath. I've even heard people using towels, so you can go ahead and put like a towel underneath. But yeah, it's really simple. And I got the towel over here. I didn't mention that this time either. I have a towel down, that way whenever my jars are hot and the liquids or whatever I'm putting in it is hot, it will not bust. There is something that's cushioning it before it gets to my cold counter. So that is what I have tonight, you guys, and I hope you guys have a blessed night, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.